Hey guys, this is Poetspice and I am here to do just a little combo haul of some things. And so I am going to show them to you. It has been the month of retail therapy because we'll just say it, recovery, not feeling good, sick, all that stuff, that leads to retail therapy, which of course is going to end. But anyway, so Tina showed this video where she had gone to Hobby Lobby, and so she showed some paper pads and some other things, and there was this peach fuzz paper pad that she showed, and I was like, that is so cute. And I was feeling antsy that day anyway, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to Hobby Lobby, see if my Hobby Lobby is doing any of these lovely things that other people's Hobby Lobbies have been doing. Now keep in mind, I literally haven't been to Hobby Lobby in at least, it's been so long that I think it's been more than a year, but I'm not 100% certain. But yeah, it's been a long freaking time. And even between then, I didn't really go because our Hobby Lobby used to be in a particular place. And it was kind of like on the way, like you know, when you have a route to go. Then they rebuilt it in another place, which is like out of the way. And then they got rid of so many craft things. And then I stopped going. And then I go on Friday after I see Tita's video, and I'm like, I'm gonna go see if they have that paper. So I go, and it was majorly disappointing. There was hardly any paper pads in the section. Like, it was such a small paper pad. It used to be like a whole aisle on both sides, and it was barely like half. I was like, this is terrible. There were hardly any craft supplies. I was like, this sucks. So I doubt that I'll be going to Hobby Lobby. And then they had none of the good clearance stuff that other people were talking about. So I was like, this is crazy. So yeah, I did happen to go down the art aisle, and they had this big old 17 by 14 Bristol vellum pad for $6.74 instead of $24.99. So I did get that. Because it's thick paper, and I like to experiment. And at $6.74, I was like, okay, yeah, we'll do that. Now, I only bought these two things, which tell you how sucky our thing is, our Hobby Lobby. So here is the paper pad. So it's the Paper Studios Peach Fuzz, and it was 40% off. And I don't like pink. If y'all been on my channel any amount of time, you know I don't like pink, except for like hot pink, like fuchsia. And but I love peach. And so she showed this, and I was like, oh, that is so pretty, so pretty. So I'm just gonna try to show it sideways. And so look at this. What do you get? 3 of each one? Yes. And it's got foil on some pages. I always love a good check plaid. Some pretty foil or florals with foils. And look at that. Little peaches. Look how pretty is that? That is so pretty. Gorgeous. I do love a gingham plaid, any kind of thing like that. And it's just so precious. They only had 2 pads, and I was considering getting the second one, but I don't use 12 by 12 fast enough. That is so pretty right there. I don't use 12 by 12s fast enough to warrant getting 2 whole pads, unless I was doing some kind of like memory books, something like that. So pretty. So thanks, Tina, because I went to Hobby Lobby because of her. All right, then I did let's see, my folded club from the Stamps of Life came in. So this month for July, it's this happy birthday card, and I like these little groovy wavy letters. So you get your little card there. Here's the die. And so you have the card base, then you have another layer, and then you can cut out all the letters. So cute. So cute. So love that. And it's very retro, so you could do it with disco, like disco balls or whatever. And then you have this stencil. So you get 2 stencils. Let me see if they show it. So you get this stencil here and this one to create these wavy lines. And this is so cute. I love this. And then you see the other one behind it. So I love this stencil. That's so cool. So that came in. Yay! So, guess I'm not feeling all that great now either, huh? Okay. Okay, then. All right. The next is from scrapbook.com. And so these were the free gifts this time. And there might have been a coupon for like 7% off or something like that. So here's the free gift. And I was going to get the die, but I'm like, yeah, no, I don't feel like paying for it. So I didn't really. So there's the die. And then they had this free blending brush. So I thought that was pretty fun. I always like free gifts. You know, if you're going to give me something free, yay. Yay. All right, so I went there originally because Karen Burniston has her July, out, release out. And this Whirly Wheel die set was so cute. So it's the mechanism, not all of that. You can, the rest of this was in the release, but I just got this. So it's the mechanism, and what it does, instead of just like here on the side, you turn it, and then it makes this arm go up and around, up and around. So you're spinning down here, and it'll make it do 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 do. I was like, that is so cute. Oh my gosh. So I was like, well, if I get nothing else, I have to get that one. So who knows when I'll actually get to making them, but it was fabulous. So it goes over here in our Karen Burniston section. Then I also went to check on Paper Tray ink because I want to say it was either Veronica or So Good All. And it might have been another person too. Maybe it was Shantae. I don't remember. It was one of those 3. They showed this set here. And for Citrus Punch Monday. So go back and look at their hashtag and you can see it. So it was this. And I've never had any paper tray. I don't think I've ever had a Paper Tray ink stamps. I certainly haven't ordered any. Like I might have gotten some in a D-stash or something and didn't know it, but I haven't ordered any. So this was the little, there you go. It's a main squeeze, and then you have the little jar and all these other little pieces. And then it comes in this little pouch, which was surprising. Like I said, I've never ordered anything from them. Now, I got it on scrapbook.com, but I've never ordered like this company before. So you've got this, and then you've got the second sheet in here, and then it gives you instructions. And then you have the little pieces right there. So I thought that was kind of cool. And it was so cute. And I'm like, oh my. So then, of course, you know good and well, I'm not cutting that stuff out by hand. So we bought the die. Yes. So we bought the die. Yay. And I'm like, see if it fits in this little pack too. I don't know. It seems kind of thick. But maybe we can get it in there. I'll do it later. Now, when I was looking for that, the first thing that came up was not that. Instead, it was this one. So, holiday or sweet holidays. So, now y'all know. If you've been on my channel, what's my favorite holiday? So, you know, if it was Christmas, I was like, oh my. So, it's same kind of thing, but you've got cups and cookies, and there's some candy, and I think this is like the whipped cream stuff you put on the cup. Ow, the back. And look, your little straw. I guess you could also make this like the candy straw stuff. Then you have your second piece that has the picture. You've got like an ice cream, I guess it doesn't have to be an ice cream cookie, but that's what it reminds me of, is an ice cream cookie. And some other little decorations here and whatnot. So you can see that. Girls. So of course, I was like, I do not need another whatever. Not that I need anything ever again other than glue and tape. But I was like, no, you do not need another one. But it was there and it was so cute. So of course that means I had to get the dies. Now I know these won't fit in there like that. So I had to get the die. Go figure. Alright, so then next we have, we'll start with the Amazon stuff. So this was from Globally, and it is a layered scene, but you see what it is, right? It's a pirate ship. So you've got, let me see. I forget how they packaged it. So you've got, and it's so awesome. Can't wait to play with this one. So you've got your background for your pirate ship, and I need to look at the picture again, but because I don't remember if these are supposed to be land masses or if these are supposed to be like, you know, like clouds in the sky or whatever. Then it has a layering piece. So you have your ocean, and then you've got some lightning, and then here's like a little moon, and then some more waves to make it all, ooh. You can see the detail for the ship, some little seagulls, and another set of, is this lightning? It looks like a lightning, but you could also make it trees or whatever. And so then you have this die, and then you have the outer one. So I was like, yes, please, thank you. So definitely had to get that one, because you guys know I do love my pirates. September. I can't believe it's July, okay? So when I'm filming this part, it's July 1st, about to be July 2nd. Ugh. There is the time going. It's so crazy. So crazy. So there's that one. See if I can get it back in here. I'll do it later. Okay, so there's that one. Then from KS Crafts, they have, I forget what this release is, but they had these flowers, and I don't need, well, we all know I don't need any more dies, but I thought these were cute flowers with the little spiky things, and then they have their little stamens, so I thought that'd be cute to get. And you could just get what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and then 2 sets of stamens in just one go. Woo woo. Okay, like I said, it's the 1st of July. Did you guys see the new Diamond Press preview for HSN's, you know, craft day in July, Christmas in July? It's a new machine. So you know what's going in my basket, right? Right. Not that I need a new machine, because I have 3 sitting right here on my desk. Do I need one? No. Then I got this from Amazon, spellbinders. I was like, how do I not have a lighthouse? And I wanted to kind of use this for my collab too. So I thought that was cute. And got the little waves, but I don't think there's waves in here. There aren't, but that's okay, because the other ones have. So that's really cute. Thought I'd get that one. Then from ScarpDiva Designs, this was her June release. I thought this was cute, and I didn't get it when the release came out because I got something else from a different store that time. But I thought it's a cowboy boots mini album, but it's just so cute. So I thought that was adorable. And I don't have a ton of cowboy stuff, but this boot was cute, and it would make a cute card, and then you could put like 2 together and make a cute card that way. Or, you know, you could do a mini album. You know, do whatever you want. It's yours. You could even make this just a small shoe too, instead of like making the boot, because you know how they have the high, like the boot shoes. You could do that too. And then they had this die, which is the, what do they call, well, I turned it over. So they have this it's the man tag or something like that, so that you have the tag on the outside that looks like a suit, and then on the inside, see, there you go, and you got the little vest and then the shirt and everything. I thought that was so cute. I was like, oh my gosh. I'm glad I waited though, because I got 25% off instead of just 10%. You know I'm always in for it. Give me a coupon, girl. Give me a coupon. All right, so then, like I said, this is my third Picket Fence order. So I was like, okay, we're done. So Good All, I believe, showed some sequin mixes, and I don't do a whole lot of like shaker stuff, but these were cute, and they ended up being like $1.33 or something instead of $5. I never would have paid $5 for these, for whatever it was. So this one is obviously Christmassy something. You got little gingerbread houses plus your red and green. This one was playing cards or whatever, so it's got like, is this the one? Yeah, no, this thinks this is Valentine's Day because there's little envelopes in there. I don't know if you can see them. And then this one is the playing cards. So I thought that was cute. And then this one, I don't remember what this one is because obviously it's not in a little tub, but you know they're my colors, so there you go. And of course, like, they're spilling all over the place. It's ridiculous. I gotta find some little baggies around here that I'm sure I got. So there's those. Then I got one of these little, I don't even know what you call them, but you know, they're like the pressure things you put on your stamp pad when you're using like a Misty or something. So I got one of those just to see what it was like for no reason. I got 5 of these little pouncers that they have. I got them all the same color because I don't really care about the color. And so like they got the little pouncer. And I don't even clean my brush. But it feels so fun. It's like a sponge instead of a brush. But I got 5 of those just to see what they were like because they ended up being like 73 cents or something like that. So I got 5, which will be plenty. It'll be plenty. Like I said, I just reuse them. I don't necessarily go and buy one for each color ink I have. That's just too much. It's just too much for me. Okay, so then I went back and got some other things, and they were just too cute. So I tried to avoid, like, I'm a sucker for Christmas stuff, so it's just like, okay, here we go. So they had this, and look at these little mice. They are so flippin' cute. So you got Christmas, you got these little mice, and look, they're getting their boogie on. They are, look, he is jamming. It's so, excuse my fingers, because I was gluing and cutting and working on my journal, or my second planner, so for the second half of the year. So I got glue and paper. I just realized I had glue and paper under my fingernails. Clearly you can see I filmed this in 2 different days, but anyway. So so that was so cute. And then of course, you know, I'm not cutting that out, so I got the dies to go with it. Then this was adorable, and I forget what it's called, like Best Friends or something. Your Friend Dear. And it's so cute because I got a dog and a cat. And it's so cute. And I like the little font they have on here. And you know, this font is dating us because, you know, more people these days can't read cursive. So of course I got the die because I'm just not cutting that out, and it's so cute. So there's the die. I got this one. I thought it was bigger. I saw somebody, it was Mo, who had, what was that company's name? Bees from another company. And I was like, okay, that looks cute. And so they had these on Picket Fence, and I was like, oh, those are cute too. Totally different style and type of bee, but I was like, oh, those are cute too. And I really do like them. They are cute with their like little pointy booties and everything like that. And then you got the small one, but I was actually thinking they were like twice as big, but it's still cute. Don't get me wrong. All right, so then they had these layered flowers. Like I said, I don't need another die from now until eternity, but I saw these and I was like, those are so pretty. And so there you go. And at 75% off, it's hard to kind of like not. Then I got this one that says, you deserve to be spoiled. And I'm like, yes, I do. Oh my gosh. So, yeah. And what is cute about this is that because this background is like this, you could actually cut this so that it would, like the card would be this. Now, obviously it would be very thin, a thin card instead of a wider one because it's meant to go on top of the card. But you could actually cut it out to make it the card. Or you could cut it out and, because of the way it is, it also could be used as a bookmark and then just put, you deserve to be spoiled, like with a book. Yes, yes. Yeah. So I thought that was cute. Then this is one of the things that made me go back, besides the little sprinkly whatever glitter things. Y'all. So good, all. She's like, and I had to get this die cut because it said y'all. And I was like, you know what? Yes, we do. Okay, howdy, y'all. So it can go cowboyish, it could just go countryish, it could just go whatever. And then I think she also had this one, you are so extra. And I was like, I love it. I love it. That will work with my sister and so many other things. I guess I don't know what's going on with this lack of packaging, but anyway, this one says kisses for you. So you got the kisses that go together. Now I don't know, it's kind of sad because it just gives you the letters and no background dye. That's okay, but that's cute. And then here's another one of those kind of like not layering, what do they call this? It says big beautiful butterfly, but that's pretty. Isn't that pretty? And so you do have a layer background piece there, and then your details all up in here. That's so pretty. And then you have this one, and it says you make the world better. Which is cute. Then you have this one, which is this is what made me get it. I've been goodish. That had me in the floor. I'm like, that is funny. And then so Santa stop here. I was like, that is hilarious. I've been goodish, you know, goodish. Not good, but goodish. Then this was cute. So it was kitty cats on the prowl stencil. And y'all know I do love my kitties. And so it was just cute. And I don't have a stencil like this. So I was like, okay, well, you know, for a couple bucks, hey. And of course you could do Halloween, but I don't really do a whole lot of Halloween. But I do like my kitties. And then this one is a slim, and I had looked at this multiple times and I was like, nah, I don't know, I'm gonna try to get it, not buy it. But then since I made that order, I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and get it. So this one is another slimline die set, and you've got your little scalloped edges here, and you've got love ya, thank you, love ya, yo. Love it, no pun intended, love ya. So just thought that was so cute. And then, you know, so that's what I got. All right, thanks for watching, you guys. And hope everybody's doing okay and enjoying whatever time they have off and so forth. Bye.